Okay, so now we're live on YouTube. I'm gonna be excited to be here this morning. You're excited to be here this morning. Um, all right, good. Father, thank you for this yet an amazing opportunity you're giving us again to even stand, to breathe, to be conscious, to be alive. We are grateful. We do not take it for granted. We thank you for the opportunity to strike at our expectation, to learn and to grow. The platform and opportunity you've given unto us this morning. Open our hearts to learn, see with the right mind. Yes, open to take actions that will grow us, that will take us to our next level of achievement in Jesus' name. Amen. All right. So what we do every day is market insight. The last session we only had one okay? We only had one trade that we got in, which was it German 30? And we had a lesson on German 30. All right, for those of you on Instagram right now, I'm only live on Instagram because I want you guys to know we do Market Insight. We're trading right now, and the link to this trading community is on my bio. You just click the Telegram, you join this trading community for free, and just trade with us for free. All right, so let me share the screen. I need you guys to write this down. Write it down in the chat. Write it on the chat. Write it on your notes. I have the capacity to understand what I am exposed to in learning. All right, you want to write that down. Everything you're going to have in the capacity of learning, you need to speak it first before you can even get that. In the beginning was the word. Okay, I have the capacity to understand what I am exposed to in learning. Many of you come here, the only thing you're looking for is what you think you know, not what you're exposed to. All right. The ability to assimilate knowledge and being able to apply it is really what growth in learning means. All right. So sometimes it's not the inavailability of insight, inavailability of knowledge that will change or transform your earning. Okay. But your ability to process it. Some of you don't even know it. You have a hard time. Now, there is this misconception out there in trading that when newbies come in, they have this complexity they place in trading because of what they've been told. What's happening? Am I sharing? Very good. I was sharing? Okay, good. They have this complexity of what they place in trading. Is a complex game, all right? You see the chart, you think it's all confusing. It's not what you learned in school. It's not, it seems different because trading is a practical game and it is fast-paced kind of income. So already it promotes or gives a foundation of fear. So people tend to be afraid because why? Money is involved and there is already a pressure, financial pressure coming in. So you're boxed. So you think it's complex. Trading is not really a complex game. It's just a game of obedience. The game in trading, in learning, is simply humility and obedience. So and it's so very it's trading compared to many craft industries in this industry of money. It's simple. All right. It is not easy, but it's simple. So sometimes you need to reconstruct your mind for simplicity, okay, and engage in the hard work. Anything sustainable that will change you is not an easy task. What's going to cause you to move from your level of income to a desired level of income can never be easy, except by grace and miracle. All right, because that is not on your part. So application is not easy, but understanding can. The reason application is not easy because it will take a process for you to obey the actions you're being given, not because it is not simple, but just following rules. You're not built to do so because you've not done it. It's not something you know how to do. like going to the gym, like not eating late. It's very easy not eating late. It's just not to eat late, but you find yourself eating late. You find yourself not going to the gym, even if it's in your house. Okay. So it's not because it's not easy. It's you're not built. There are certain things you're not built to prioritize. And that is a nature you created over time. So that makes it hard. That is the hard part. Obeying, complying, following through, or discipline, even when it's not giving you instant gratification. Some people like to do things that gives them. That's why people go in the wrong path of trading. Am I making sense? Put sense on the chat. Okay. So what I want you guys to do, there's a reason I told you guys to write this. Let it be affirmation. I have the capacity to understand what I am exposed to in learning. It's a simple one. You see, I think I'm going to submit. Please, Ikechukwu, remind me. I'm going to drop the PDF for all of my affirmations. See, let me tell you guys this. Everything that I have as an affirmation right now is not something that I'm hoping for. It's something that I've already become. Everything I have as an affirmation right now. But everything that I have as an affirmation, as at the time I have it as an affirmation is something you reinforce by words. You set the notion for words of what you want to see in your life. When you affirm it, all right, you confess it, you will become it. And it gives you an attempt of knowledge. So when I affirm something, I already know what I want to do. I'm a disciplined trader. You may not be disciplined right now, but when you say I'm a disciplined trader, for every action you want to take, because you're intentional, for every time you want to be in discipline, there's a block you have to break. It means people don't like to disobey themselves. You know that. How many of you know that? It is easy to disobey other people, but when you tell yourself, I'm not going to do this, for every time you want to do it, there is a part in your soul that tells you, man, follow the line of integrity. You said this, you don't want to do this. So that is what you always want to create, those hard blocks so that you don't break them. That is what affirmation does for you. So when you see my affirmations today, it is your affirmation. It is a confession of hope. But for me, it is already, I'm a disciplined trader. All right. I'm always seeing the right opportunities to trade the market. It wasn't like that when I was saying, but it has become my reality. Okay, because I said it. It was my beginning, saying it and staying consistent to making sure I achieve everything. So my affirmation is also a goal. Okay, it's a present goal that I set for myself. I'm a disciplined trader. All right, I'm always following. So I'm going to send that PDF of affirmation. And one of the things you want to prioritize this year, prioritize the things that are in your affirmation. It means you have to, anything you want to see in your trading, create an affirmation and say it every day. Say it multiple times a day. All right, before you engage in in your trading. Some of you trade very, very long. You trade, you stay in the market like it belongs to your house, like you work for the market. All right. So every time, just repeat your affirmation, and you're gonna find your character in trading change. All right. Does that make sense? Okay. So we reviewed. Let me get into the market. So this was funny enough. Man, this market can be very tricky, very, very tricky. This was our trade. German Tech, okay, S&P 500. Okay, it was S&P 500, not German 30, right? This was the trade we took. Was it a trade? Guess what? I said if it breaks below this area, no. This was my trade. I told you about S&P 5. We didn't take this. It was German 30 we took. I said if the market breaks below this area, that was going to be my entry. All right, that's when I'm going to trade German 30, and it's going to hit this area. Can you see how this is? How many of you got this trade? S&P 500. Okay, this was my analysis. All right, if you are taking it when it broke this, it would have taken you out. But I said if it breaks this, it has changed character. Okay, it has already changed character. And the moment it changed character, I came back into this, and guess what? It dumped. I said this, that if it breaks, it's going to come back into this. Did you guys remember? Let me know on the chat. Put 100. You guys need to understand market insight. Market insight. Let me give you guys a clue. Okay. One of the best ways to learn professional trading, okay, is through following a system of insights that instructs something you need to take action in. Okay, there are different forms. There are two major forms of Forex education, all right, or Forex involvement. Let me use that word for now, for the lack of a better word for now, and speed. It's either you're leveraging to earn or you're leveraging to learn. When you leverage to learn, you make yourself independent. The system of leveraging to learn, okay, is different from the system of leveraging to earn. Okay, write those two things down and I'll give you clarity. When you come into Forex, the first thing you want to do is leverage to earn. Okay, many people make the mistake of leveraging to learn in the beginning phase of Forex. You mess yourself up. It takes time for you to independently create the foundation of incomeizing your Forex trading. Okay, it takes time for you to analyze and believe in yourself. Okay, it takes time for you to create a discipline in trading. It takes time. You will be losing money trying to do things by yourself, following the input of, you're not a good instructor. You don't have proof of success for you to trust in yourself that you make it in Forex when you come in. Am I being honest here right now? You guys want me to? Am I being honest? Okay. So the thing we do is we get into system, and the next thing we want to become independent, because why? We follow the model of people becoming independent in trading. So you just want to be them immediately, but you're not going through the right path. Everybody first leverage to get a foundation for leveraging learning. You have to have the foundation. What's the foundation? You have proof of ability. So I come into a system, I see someone who's doing well. The next thing, my focus is just to duplicate that doing well. First, what is the duplication of that doing well? I'm able to follow an instruction of a standard program. Okay. And I can earn to give me stability first. So my first year is to leverage to earn. So I need to have a proof of earning by leverage. So what is leverage? You can leverage. So let me give you insight to leverage. You can leverage trading through signal. You can leverage trading through strategy. You can leverage trading through scanner. Because every of this leverage leads to your ability to earn. You need to prove that first before you create a foundation to duplicate earning. I don't know if I'm making sense. Okay, so you have a system of Signal. Some of you just copy and paste Signal. You don't even know how to use Signal. First, I told you guys, one of the things I've showed you, if you have a Signal system, understand that is why I don't just give signals. Okay, I love to tell you how I get the signal because I want you to understand so that you are leveraging me. So I don't just want to give you the food. I'm helping you with the food, but also showing you how to get the food so that you can leverage to know how to do it for yourself. Does it make a bit of a sense? All right. So that way you can apply yourself. So we've been trading with the London Breaker Sniper. I'm giving you guys concept of change of character. Okay, now I'm showing you guys concept of break of structure. What am I trying? I can just call the signal and it will become a beautiful fast session. Some of you are gonna love it, but trust me, I'm not adding to your success, your future success in trading. I want to be able to I want you to duplicate leverage. So now on your own, that is leverage. You're leveraging to earn. So two things you're doing. You are earning from our insight by just following instruction. That is proof of studenthood. If you cannot follow the instruction on a market insight or a trading community, this is how we trade. This is the risk management routine. Though I've not, in this new platform right now, I've not given you guys risk management trading. So I cannot say there is a rule to that right now. But there's a simple rule to executing a trade. I give you the risk to reward, but I've not given you a management system. I only taught it in our platform. Some of you have it, some of you don't. Okay, so I'm going to do that probably next week. If there is a rule to our trading, if you cannot follow it and say, I have done over the next 1 month, I followed this and this was my result, not because you want to win, but everything we got, you got it. You are not yet programming yourself or putting yourself in the foundation of success. You are just whiling away time in trading. And that's what a lot of people do. How many of you want to be successful traders? Okay, so let me hypnotize you into success. You want to have success in trading, or you want to be a successful trader? Both is good answer. Okay. You're not going to stumble into that success. You have to decide that you want to, all right, be a proof of success before you're going to start having success, before you're going to start creating what looks like your success. Proof of success, it means for everything you're taught, all right, you have proven to follow. If I have called 10 traits for you, this session I'm going to call traits. If what you do is just learn how I'm calling the trait, that's a good thing. You're leveraging learning, okay? It's a good thing, but you are not following the right path. I tell you the truth. You're going to lack confidence. In the same thing that I am teaching you, you can learn. In fact, you don't even have to learn it. If by science they transfer my knowledge into your head, you will not have my success. How many of you know that? I'm telling you the truth. There is something that can never be given to you. You can never, I can never teach you that thing. I am only telling you how you can achieve that thing. Trading confidence does not come from knowledge. You want to write that down. You can go through all the courses and the books you want to, all of the encyclopedias in trading and marketing. In fact, they can place an AI in your brain. That wouldn't give you trading confidence. It only comes from what I am telling you right now. So it's either you want to go through the easy way or you want to go through the hard way. I mean, what way would you prefer from? So I do market insight. For me to give you trade, guys, it's not going to, if we look into the market now, we're going to have market insight. But I told you guys something. Give me the capacity, all right, to understand what I'm exposed to in learning. The reason I'm sharing this simple talk value with you is so that you know what that means. Many of you, you just need to get into the journey of trading understanding rather than trading experience. See, your experience is exposure. It will lead to understanding. And understanding would lead to your next practical experience, practice to mastery. What people do is they want to override exposure, which is a phase of experience. And just, in fact, some people want to override understanding. In fact, many, they just want to get into the practical experience to mastery. You will regret it. Time will make you regret it. Many of you, you have already regretted it through or through. Or you have not gotten, you've done it, but you still realize that, 2 years in, I've still not gotten what I am looking for. I'm still like a baby in trading. It's like I'm stuck in intermediate. Some of you, you have too much experience. You're an advanced trader, but you are still broke in result. But you already, you know CMC. You know order block. You know liquidity. But this knowledge is taking money from your pocket. Am I talking to someone right now? It's like the money, the knowledge is billing. Come on, let's tell ourselves the truth. You know, I told you guys one of the foundation of what this environment is giving to you is either going to make you do it right or leave. There is not going to be a middle ground. I pray in the name of Jesus, no middle ground for mediocrity in trading through me. Is either you're going to, this will make you leave that you're not ready, or you will do it right. Am I making sense? So don't evade, underestimate the power of exposure. That is when you come in here, you're exposed to me. So I'm your first experience. I'm just giving you guys an insight. Many of you are you're exposed to so many things, but I'm just giving you guys, if you come here, you want to get the best. I'm your first phase of experience, which is exposure. What am I exposing you to? Raw fact, truth, knowledge. And there's a system of my trading to make it easy. What do you do? Understand. For you to understand the system of my trading, you need to apply yourself. All right, stop trying to jump into practice of what I'm showing you. First, apply yourself to know what I am doing, how I am doing it, and doing it with me. So if I call an insight, if you do not experience that insight, you probably will not understand the trade. Don't say, oh, he called the trade, so let me go and do it by myself. First, get into losing and making money with the trade over a period of time, guess what? You don't even need to force yourself into practicality. You would understand what you need to know how to do by experience. Am I making sense? Put experience in the chat. Okay. Experience it. Many of you will come now. I just showed you guys. I showed you guys S&P 500. We took German 30. Guess what? Many of you took German 30. You never actually experienced S&P 500. Because why? You didn't wire yourself to experience. You just want copy and paste. And that is how you guys have been doing it. You're getting it wrong. Okay? Don't do the easy things only. Am I making sense? Understand market insight and apply yourself. I'm doing it practically in your screen. I did not do a voice note. I did not send the chat. I told you guys why it will sell, how it will play out. Imagine you just apply. You waited, you put an alarm, and you see, you do that and you got the same result. Your bar of confidence would rise. You will want to do it again. Guess what? When you come on the session, you will just be looking out for what is Ken Remo saying, and you want to do it. It will create another energy of likeness, because that is not a signal. That is, you got an insight and you applied yourself, different level of experience. True or true? Making sense. I need you guys to understand this. It will take you, and guess what? You will begin to love the strategy of the breakout structure. It will begin to make more sense because now you are applying yourself to an insight. And you're also taking advantage of the signals, because a signal is what you don't need to apply yourself. You just need to copy and paste. But a strategy insight, you need to apply yourself. You do that over a period. You don't need to force yourself into this practical phase of learning. Some of you are doing it too hard. And I'm telling you the end result. If I give you my brain, you will not get. The only thing that I have with my knowledge is how I have applied it. I've gained a certain type of experience that have given me confidence that changes what knowledge is. It's not knowledge that transforms you. So stop trying, and you're practically trying to do something you don't have the capacity or confidence, all right, to get that result. Amen. Put 100 if you guys grab what I'm saying. So I'm going to do another market insight. I just pray you apply yourself. Okay. So the market did. It cleaned out the range. I said it was going to clean. It did it well. And I told you guys that this is a place market will go back. Okay. In case it wants to go back because of too much knowledge I have. Bam. Did it go back? All right. Can you guys see? Practically everything I said played out. But since the market was in a downtrend, you choose a side and the side we chose played out. Can you see? It did this, it hit all the major TP. Can you see how powerful this market is? All right. Where did it start going back? Exactly this. It's not magic, it's just experience. Even me. Okay, wait, no. I think I got in on this one after I lost S&P 500. Okay, but I did not go all the way down here. I think I exited somewhere around here. Yeah. So let's see what it looks like again. I'm going to look at S&P 500. Let me see what it's doing, what we're going to do on it. S&P 500. Let's see. It's still on a premium level. So sales, we have more opportunities for sales on the daily. So if it wants to come down, it could come down to this level. It could come down to this level. Okay, so this is the previous day high. And this is the previous day low. So let me see what it looks like now. If it wants to go back, it's on 50% right now, which is a previous low. This market is in under pressure for sell. Okay, if it's not going back, if it breaks above, it's going to buy. So that is something that I know that will happen today. But if it buys, where is my range? I want to see if my range is profitable for a buy or a sell. Okay, so if it buys up, this is my range of profit because this is the next day's high. Okay, which is the target for my snipe. I'm doing snipe right now. I'm just breaking down what I'd look for in a snipe. But if it sells, this is my range for a sell. If it sells here below, this is going to be my invalidation. This is going to be my target. Okay. If it buys, this is going to, it needs to break above this, which is good. And this is going to be my invalidation. And this is going to be my target. Ladies and gentlemen, which direction would you prefer to go? You see how simple potential positioning gives you, all right, clear decision of interest. Can this market go up? Absolutely, yes. But now you have a preference. That's what position. You make a decision. Position helps you decide. Put your energy on where to decide. So if this market sells, good. Okay. So this is on snipe, all right. If it's nice below, it's going to be more rich to snipe below. Yeah, we're going to start having some, but even at Asian session, you already exited 1-to-1. So the position is not really about this is what the trade is going to do. Position is more on the side you see potential for you to risk for your risk value. Am I making sense? Put sense on the chart. So there is no actual analysis to say this is what the trade is bullish right now. The market created a low. There's already a break of structure. So this kind of like a bullish structure on the smaller time frame. Okay. Market broke an Asian consolidation. If it comes back into this area, trust me, this can be a retest to go up. So practically and market pattern have not played out. So if market consolidates, and this is what too much knowledge does. I'm not trying to apply too much knowledge. Okay. So if market breaks, this could be an instigation or practically. Okay. But at the same time, that also applies to a major trend. Okay. So the market took away this. There is a break, a change of character. All right. Here, this is a high. This is a lower high. It's been lower high. So this could also be lower high. And this is when market breaks structure. This is a break of structure. It retested it. Voila. This could be another form of higher time frame retest. You probably see this on a 1 hour or 4 hours. You see this more clearly. Okay. It did 1 hour here. Let's see 4 hour. The market is on premium. So favoring sales is actually, you can see this right now. Okay. All right, good. So this was a structure, market broke. This is the first time you're testing it on the 4 hour. It means if a 4 hour close right now, we might be seeing market drop. So on the higher time frame, this is a price action mode to sell. Okay. Now the market may also still get up here and sell because this is a structural area and a previous high. Okay, on the 4 hour. So either way, the market is going to sell eventually. It's either it's going to say, yeah, you've gotten your buy. Market can buy and go up right now. Okay. Or you just overrun and wait for the sell to happen. So this is one area to sell. This is another area to sell on price action. Okay. But I just see myself playing the sell on Snipe on S&P 500. Okay. A good way to sell. A better way to sell is to sell below here. Trust me. Below here has gone. All right. If you sell below here, but even here, I'll take my chances. Does that make sense? That would be my first positioning. Okay, it means, okay, I'm going to overlook the buy because now it can buy to get here, but it doesn't really have. The only way you can take that buy with good risk application, okay, is when you you just have to take this low, okay, then you can get this. That is when you can buy, because if it breaks here, it's going to definitely come here. It means you have to risk the risk here. All right. Normally, the risk for breakout is the low, the swing low on the Asian session. This is not Asian. This is overlap. This is the Asian low, the risk, the swing low on Asian. So this is it. So that's normally supposed to be, but now you can just use price to reduce to get there. So you get in and out. That is if it goes, this market can just swipe. You know how you swipe, can just swipe you out, and they are very volatile sometimes. So you watch out for that. Okay, if you want to take this is going to be how you take this effectively so that you can get good risk value. All right, because if you use this, it's not too good. You're not going to get 1-to-1, except you now be hoping for the market to break above. It means you're not trading the concept, you're just trading risk to reward. However, trust me, if market breaks here, it may still contend with this area, but that is not ID. Okay, my ID place is I check where my daily is, and that becomes my target for today. Does that make sense? All right, so that is it. You can take a snapshot, make this your insight. One or two watch out could give you clarity. Okay, so that is for my buy. If it buys, if it breaks above and close, I'm already in for a buy using this risk. I'll take that risk. All right, because the market is slightly bullish. There's a break of structure. Okay, already. If it breaks another structure, that is market structure planning out already. So it has a buy input and a sell input at the same time. Okay, two ways to sell. Okay, you're selling here or you're selling here. Okay, if you sell here, this is be your risk. If it breaks below this area, you can sell. Okay, that's below structure because now this is bullish. But if it breaks below, it has become bearish. There's a change of character. So that will be your input. That's another way to say. Either way, you still get a one-to-one for the day. Does this make sense? All right, let me know. Let me know. Makes sense on the chat. If you have any question, you can raise your hand. I want to move to another chart right now. Okay, I've dropped an alarm and I've also dropped an alarm. Many of you don't know how. You don't even do this thing. You don't even have a trading view. You're a criminal. Many of you don't effectively know how to set up your trading view, and you've been here for more than 6 months. Are you not a thief? You just want to get you're only on the dining table. You know they cook. You're just eating other people's food. Sitting in the dining table. You don't want to use the kitchen. You must be a thief now. Even as for your mother will tell you wash plates. Get into the kitchen. Always sitting in the dining table. Okay, so let's look at God. Listen, you're laughing. Good morning. Okay, good. What are we doing on good? So good. What did I tell you good is going to do this week? Who can type it on the chat? No. I said gold is going to range. It's going to consolidate. I told you guys when I was analyzing gold on Monday. From on Monday, I already know what this guy is gonna do. It's gonna be swappy. It's gonna consolidate. Look at it. Market is still in the same range. Yeah, it has created new high, but it's not really going far. So it's only scalpers that can benefit from gold at where it is right now. Gold is creating a major structure for bombing. All right. So this is just see, there is nothing as understanding market. Okay. When market are creating this type of structure, this is your best time to know. Market is on premium. Okay. Which means the powerful bulls are not really prime. What you need to do is check levels. So this level created a new high, but it's consolidating high. So all of this is nonsense. One thing that will happen right now, many of you will miss out on it. Okay. If gold breaks this right now, this is money. Okay. Because market is ranging bullish. If it changes this character, it's going to instigate some sells. So that is the first attempt of a sell on a higher time frame, whether you're looking at it on a 4-hour, okay, that's a higher. But market is overall bullish. So where is the next place I might likely buy gold? It's the same price action area. Market broke off a slight structure here, okay? Broke off a slight structure here. Coming into the zone, okay, would be a good area to ride off. So another way to look at that is you can always check psychological areas on gold, 61.8 and 50%. So this is 50%, which is top of this area. So price action wise, market may tend to test this area for buy. But ultimately, there's another high here, which is price action area as well. Market in a bullish run will always, write this down. This is something I've always told you guys, except you're new to my trading. Market in price action, okay, market continuation tends to happen when market breaks off a previous high in a bullish run. It tends to retest that previous high as a floor. Okay, so this is a break of structure. That break of structure, okay, becomes a floor level. This is a break of structure. That break of structure becomes a floor level because the market is bullish. Am I making sense? So apart from that, okay, another confirmation is, so market tends to break the previous ceiling, okay, and make it a floor. Okay, apart from that, that area was a psychological area of 50% retracement. So every time the market hits 50% on retracement, what do I call it? The momentum reduces. Okay, it exhausts. Momentum is exhausted at 50% or 61.8. So if 61.8 in a bullish market is a previous high, that is a stronger confirmation. Am I making sense for continuation? So these are buy areas in the market. Okay, I know we need a boot camp. I know many of you right now, you say, Kembro, we need boot camp, right? You need a boot. I have so many things I want to teach, but at the same time, I don't want to get into the syndrome of knowledge with you guys. It's not by knowing, okay? It's by applying. So what I'm doing with Market Insight, I am teaching you to have ideas to look at the market. You don't have to know everything, but if you see the ideas I am showing you, you can now streamline this. Okay, I want to know this particular one, all right? And I'll give you what, that's when I can now say, okay, this is it. But if I just show you, the next thing you want to do is that would be your mode of operation. The moment I show you, how am I going to put it? Let me take this off your screen. I'm very careful. I made a decision to be very careful this year on what I expose. So what am I doing with Market Insight? I need you guys to understand. I'm creating an appetite for your decision. Am I making sense? So when you see me use these things, automatically you would have an interest. But I want that interest not to be driven by me, but to be chosen by you. So when you see me always analyze and I say, this is how I want to do this, I give you, so I'll do price action. I just did a sell and a buy right now. Sell and a buy is change of character, break of structure for the sell. Okay. Now for the buy, I'm using what? Bullish continuation and Fibonacci. That's a strategy. Do you guys know that that's a strategy for that buy? Now, if you see this play out in this session, different things can play out. There is over periods of session, your true insight or true interest will be breathed. Rather than I just come and I say I want to sell and I just break a structure. Guess what you're going to learn? You would want to learn break a structure. Am I correct? It is not your true insight. It is what you saw. It is what I do. Okay, so Market Insight, I'm able to give you a variation of knowledge. So you're going to first be confused of choice. That confusion is required. But through time, you're going to understand, I think I go. And guess what? Most of you would learn how to now manage and use everything that I'm exposing you to. Because I am doing it right through the insights. Am I making sense? You're not going to be confused. You're going to now know, because I'm telling you, for each use, I create an account for it. So give yourself time. Don't rush into knowledge. Give yourself time for exposure. Just leverage the exposure and begin to practice the things. If it is one you catch, at least practice it. If you can do right, if you have the capacity to do it, and ask questions, because it's not easy. Okay, am I making sense? Ask questions. That is one opportunity. You guys don't know what I am doing. These are things you can't pay for. That is why I'm not asking you to pay for it, because if you paid for it, you're not even going to know how to use it. Many of you have paid for things you did not use. And I've also encouraged that in the past. Okay. So I want to teach you how to use what you pay for in the future. Does that make sense? Okay. So price action wise, this is where I want to sell. If it breaks structure, it has changed character. Market always, when the market, so this is price action. When market consolidates, this is one strategy I want you guys to learn. Break of structure. Ranging structure. Write that down. Every one of you learn it. I'm going to teach you guys ranging structure. For every time a market ranges, okay, a structure like this right now, I can tell you with all fact that when gold comes to this area, it's going to buy. Nothing nothing will not make me buy gold here. Okay. The gold comes here, I'll buy. It's going to be strong because why? That's a ranging structure. Okay. This is also a slightly ranging structure. Look at this. Market ranged a bit. When it hit this range, what did it do? It sold a bit. You think this is not money. This is money. All right. Okay. Depending on your risk measure. Okay. You see this right now. This is a ranging structure. The moment it touches that ranging structure, it bought a bit, did a drawdown. But look at what it's doing right now. This is still the same ranging structure. You want to understand this is one strategy. You don't need many. This is a drawdown. Okay, well, this wasn't a powerful, let me say, this wasn't a powerful retest. I think it did internal, maybe this. It still wasn't a good one. Okay, this wasn't a good one. I think this wasn't a powerful one. Then it tested again. So this was a good one. This particular one was a good one. And guess what? Voila. Okay, so you want to check every time the market ranges. I'm not teaching you, I'm supposed to be doing, but I believe you guys like this. Is this a ranging structure? When the market broke, what is this? It retested, it closed. Voila. All right. Every time the market does that, nothing will not, if gold comes back to this area, it has not done it. Okay, did it do it? It was a slight one. Okay, did it, retested, voila. All right. So guess what? You don't need many strategy. You just need a concept of trading. So this was a structure, broke, came back a couple of days later, voila. Very easy. Everybody write ranging structure on the chat. Price action, ranging structure, something you should perfect, apply yourself this year. Okay. I'm always using it in my trading. So when I tell you structure, range, I'm always ranging structure. It's one of the best strategy you can apply yourself. Okay. And go, it works. Anytime the market ranges, okay, you will see it always play out. Even in a trending market, you will find that always play out, even in a trending market. So this was a ranging structure. It was applied. It wasn't really applied. This was a ranging structure. It was applied. Okay. It wasn't really perfect. Okay. Except the market is extremely trending. That is when it jumps. But guess what? It applies. That's why I say for every range that has been applied in the market, it's just time. It will be, see, look at this. Range. This is 4 hour. Mostly when the range is a higher time frame. Look at this. After how many weeks or probably months, came back. Voila. Okay. It continued. Okay. It's the same thing for the sell. But if the market is bullish, the sells will be short-lived. Look at this. This was a ranging structure. It broke. Okay. Retested, sold, but was short-lived because why? The market is bullish. Okay, the market was bullish. Now so you see this right now. This would have been a change of character. A good buy will be above this area. All right, and that is why you see this particular space. Okay, will have created this particular move on the upside. The market will always change of character is another thing. Okay, which I'm also going to help you guys apply. Okay, but ranging structure is very flat, very simple, very easy to apply. You guys like it, right? Okay. Good question. So let me take off the screen. So there are 4 things to look out for in trading. Technical, write that down. Number 1, technical. Number 2, trend. Number 3, price action. Number 4, market structure. 4 major styles or approach to trading. Major approach. Technical. Technical is just about liquidity, highs and lows. Okay. Simple, flat. Trend is still, you guys know what trend is. Marking the highs and lows of the walls of a trend. Price action is the embodiment of trading character. So it has variation. So there's ranging price action. There's trending price action. So when market is bullish, it breaks a previous structure. That structure becomes a floor. It's price action. It's trending. Okay, just like I've been showing you. Now, a ranging structure. Okay, when market ranges, it breaks above. That above becomes a new floor. Okay, it's price action. That is what we used to trade as price trap. You put 100 if you get what I'm saying right now. So there's ranging price action. There's even change of character is price action. Okay. Break of structure is price action. So there are 50% all right, imbalance. These are other blocks. All these are price action related activity. Okay, now comes market structure, the embodiment of everything price action is. Market structure is a concept of trading. Okay, is being able to identify the structures that create liquidity or support liquidity or pushes liquidity. Understanding those, that's market structure. This year, I would expose you. The reason I'm not too fast to market structure, price action is quick. You can use price action for intraday, but you can never you wouldn't effectively use market structure for intraday or scalping. It is for spot trading, position trading, and swing trading, high levels of swing trading, because it doesn't happen frequently. But if it happens, voila, Odogu. You understand? Mr. Gaz, you know what Odogu is? You hear that term, what Odogu is? Odogu. What's the meaning of Odogu in Igbo? What's Odogu? Let's teach Mr. Gal. All right. So we know what the slang means for his heavy duty big man. Yeah. Odogu means big man. So the big man of trading is market structure. It's a high level position investment in trading. The moment you understand price action, the moment you understand market structure, you're going to understand how to use technical, because market structure is direction. The moment you understand market structure, you can understand the direction of the market effectively. Okay, that is why you see that my predictions of the market, it looks magical because I understand what? Market structure. I know the direction of the market. Okay, but at the same time, let me confess. You guys should I confess something you guys want to hear or don't want to hear? Should I? That is why I'm guiding you. I want to be your guide. Let me be your student body. Let me be your body to guide you. Many things over the years has been a cost to me, has been more of a limitation more than a blessing. Like many things I know paralyzes my decisions. Many of you do better than me in trading. The only thing I advise you, don't try to know what I know. It will paralyze your decision. And the only thing that would help you, which is helping me right now, I have money to open an account and lose. If you don't, you will be paralyzed. Is it a sad story? Is it good information or sad story? Okay. Just imagine the things I'm telling you. Just in one session right now, I've been going some hours. I've given you guys different concepts, price action. Like just imagine what I know. And trading is my last Instagram post. I shared something with you. You guys should ping my Instagram. I'm going to be dropping a lot of value. I'm going to be creating, apart from Instagram ideas, I'm going to be dropping some trading resource information. I'm going to create a podcast or maybe YouTube podcast. However, I'm going to do it. One thing I want to do is inspire the thoughts and ideas of traders in this industry. It's not about winning. It's the function of winning. A lot of people are not winning because they don't have a function. And what is paralyzing that function is the depth of information that they're exposed to and they cannot process. I have processed mine, and it comes with a burden. Now imagine I'm a rich person. I'm rich. And the rich person is telling you that comes with a burden. Because now, for every knowledge, I found the solution is to open an account to process. You are coming in. Some of you only have one or two accounts. Now you're learning too many things. You're going to have a problem synchronizing, or what you're going to be doing is the wrong thing. You're going to be trading many things in those one or two accounts. True or true? Sieving the information to know what I would not do. It's a hard process. I tell you the truth. I just told you about market structure right now. Trust me, the moment you learn market structure, if price action is playing out, market structure is telling you the market is supposed to buy, but price action is playing out to sell. Now you have a conflicting idea to sell because market structure knowledge has told you the market is going to buy, but price action is telling you sell. How would you process that? No, you guys talk to me now. It happens to you every day. Knowledge is conflicting. It may be price action, it may be trend, it may be this CMC, it may be other block. Some of you know things, and the next time you want to buy, something is conflicting, something is confirming, but you are conflicting. You do that every day. It compounds. You see this confusion compounds over time. It creates losses. All right. So what do you do? For every conflict, open an account for it. If price action is saying buy, sell in a price action account. Okay. If market structure is saying buy, buy. So that way you've already, and guess what? One must lose. Truth, one must lose, right? So it means you're creating an account for experience, not profit. But initially you are wired for profit. So that's why so what you're going to be doing, what most people do, they want to analyze to see the one that will play out likely. True or true? They want to be smart rather than experienced. So I tell you, do it, see if it works. If you've done it over time, for every time one shows up, that is how to process, but you have to be rich to do that. Am I making sense? Except you guys you're not hearing the truth. You're just being afraid. Okay? You have to be rich to do that. You have to create accounts. Sometimes so it's a burden. I wish I could be brand new, where I just don't know so many things. I wish so, but I do already. All right. In fact, I'm learning more. The last year I came into liquidity like never before, understanding liquidity more than technical. Okay. Range. I understand now. If I'm analyzing, I have a range of analysis. Many people don't do. They just go to 4 hours. They just think the market is going to go here. No, range. So I wish to teach you many things, but at the same time, I want to grow with you to the extent I know that I can pour this knowledge. All right. And I can tell you how to manage the knowledge. Is that a good journey we could go 2026? That is the journey I want to make with you guys, so that you can help make true decisions. Okay. I guess we can't risk so much if we are not financially all right. Yeah. Many of you are scared of risk. You're scared of losing. You come into trading to make money, not to experience trading. You're a criminal, just like I was. All right. So we have to change that. There's so much money in trading for you to make if you can only apply yourself rightly. I promise you. Okay. But you see that application rightly is going to be our burden over doing things right. Okay, so let me get into the market. I know you guys are enjoying the session and you want me to be here, but I still got to run. I got other things to do. So I've given you guys a concept of interest right now, ranging market. It works well on gold. It works well on indices, volatile pairs. It works well on currencies. It's a simple concept to learn. Okay, so you can make that a priority interest this year because we're going to be trading with a lot of this. I do it with the London Breakout Sniper, even on a smaller. It works on higher time frame, smaller time frame. Any structure, you could use it very, very well. Okay, so watch out for that. That is what I'm telling you. I've not been buying gold. And I know gold is consolidating. So a break of structure for the bulls, this is also, if you break structure, it's going to buy. That is how it works. But at the same time, I'm always tilting in the side that there's liquidity, vicious liquidity. So if you break structure down, I'm going to be more interested than it breaks above because I don't have a range or a bullish buy. I don't trade the market on hope. I trade on structure. There's no structure above for me to anticipate what? My profit. So even if a strategy play out, I'm not in because why? There's no structure. That's a gamble. Okay. The moment you anticipate the market without a structure, it's a gamble. So if it breaks below, there is liquidity here, there's liquidity here. I can target that. This is the next place it's going to buy. So between here and here, I can target that. That's smart trading. All right. It means I'm selling to buy. The market comes here, I'll be looking for a buy. Market comes here, I'll be looking for a buy. I've projectively analyzed what I'm going to do in gold over the next couple of months. Is it that it sells there or it's going to keep going up and I'm going to keep tracking it? That's price analysis. Okay. So gold is not ready for the day. German 30, let's see if you got something for us. So gold is not ready. Even if gold snipes right now, okay, it has to snipe below this area, okay, for us to see good trades. So if it snipes above this, I'm not going to be trapped in this same concept. But if it breaks below this area, I'm dropping an alarm here right now. Okay, that's when I'm going to trade it. So let me put this here. If gold breaks below this area, this is going to be my risk. Okay. And the daily low, quite an ambitious one, is good. So 1 to 4 is good. That's going to be my projection on gold for the snipe for today. Does this make sense? Up, I am not looking at up. So with that being said, look at German 30. I made money on German 30 yesterday. I told you guys German 30, if it breaks below, all right, it's going to sell. But guess what? It did. It broke below, but it broke below, didn't move fast. It came back again, all right? I got in and I made money, okay? This is one thing you guys have to consider in trading, relentless. Get a risk. Be relentless. How am I going to put it? So for every trade, I have 2 risks. Every trade is 1%. My first entry is 0.5. Then I have another entry for the buy. Okay. I told you guys yesterday I want to sell German 30. Was it yesterday, 2 days ago? I want to sell German 30. Okay. We got in, I lost it. It didn't quite move. But guess what? It came back again. All right. And played out yesterday. Same thing. This was the play out. This was the trade. I got my move out. Same direction. Okay. And I think market almost, and I think it's going to hit today. So he didn't play out day before yesterday, but play out yesterday. Same range. Okay. That is how structure. The moment you understand structures, you see that they are good. All right. And it is playing out the range as well. Come on. It's playing out the range. So market range here, the moment it touched here, it's going back. So it's respecting this range. So it works. So 2 things I can tell you right now, market range. Market range now, it closed below the Asian. If market hits here, it's going to sell. All right. So it's going to sell. So market has sniped right now, but it's sniped close to an Asian. I'm going to wait for market to come here. Later in the day, I'm probably going to sell German 30 as price action. Okay. Not snipe. Let me see. Let me see if it is healthy enough for, yeah, this was a good range. Let me see. So market has sniped already, but I want to add a bit of price action so that I can be a little safe on my interest. This is good structure, became a ceiling. Okay, broke. It has broken the structure. Let me see. So between this candle and this candle, there's kind of like a fair value gap, which also falls in the range of structure. I think I like this place. Okay. A broke structure. If it comes back here, I'm going to start targeting a sell. And that also follow the fact that it has sniped for the day. And this is the, let me check. So this is what I want to do in German 30. It's just that this is the previous day low, which is supposed to be the target, is already close to that area. If not that, is this. If not that, is this. So this is me just atomizing day, but the market is on premium. Okay. If we're looking at a daily right now for price action, okay, we are going to be looking at least 50% of this move. And you have to find a structure. You have to look for a structure. This is a structure which falls in the 50%. Okay. And this is a structure which falls on the 61.8. All right. So these are 2 areas market could drop to before it continues on the upside. Okay. And if you look at this on the daily, this is a daily consolidation. Market broke. It's going to come back into that range, and that's another continuation pattern on the higher time frame. So if this be true, then you know your target, that this sell that is happening, this whole consolidate. In fact, on the 4-hour or 1 hour, this market is slightly consolidated. Okay, this was a consolidation. It broke. Now it's consolidating again. It may go back, and now you can find some good liquidity here. All right. Or the market is dropping all the way down here. So this is in turn, okay, market changes this character. So this is a change of character. Market breaks below this area. Now watch this. This was the previous ceiling. It became a previous floor. Okay. Now this floor is the change of character. The moment market changes this character, you have your major trend, okay, to drop the market all the way to this area. That is a major swing sell. Okay, and the risk is quite here. This is a major swing sell. But if the market is playing this out right now, Okay, this is a price action area. It broke, retested. Okay, now internal break of structure has happened. If we're going to have a sell today, intraday, okay, you can actually do yourself this favor of trading in between the line here, and I believe you're going to have your target out. So this gives you one-to-one, and you could actually target this to this area. Yeah, that is your intraday value for. That's what I want to do on German 30. Okay. This is a flaw. I wouldn't want to do anything here right now. This is a flaw. I wouldn't want to do it. And I don't want to buy. All right. I'd rather see a change of character. Yes, the market can buy here, but it's supposed to buy here. It didn't buy. So here I should be waiting for it to break for a sell. So it's either I break this for a sell. I'm going to start looking out for a sell when it breaks this. So it's either it breaks this, come into this area and sell. That's another thing that can happen. Okay. Sorry. The reason I'm putting this line is for you guys to understand. So this is, yeah, boom. This is another, it could break this, come back into this consolidation and drop. That's another way it's going to happen. I just pray, let's see how it goes. May not happen today. This trade I'm talking about may not happen today, but if it does, if it comes back to this area, don't forget to take it. So I'll put an alarm here. If it comes back, I'm going to take it. Now, what's important about that's going to be my last trade for the day. Why is it important? I'm going to say something before I close for those of you that are here right now, so you can know why you need to know the things you need to know. All right, while practicing with me. But before I say what I want to say, I want to ask questions. So this is likely what I want to do in interpretation. I want the market to come here, reject. Okay, if you reject on the 15 minutes, I'm going to get in for a sell. Okay, and if I get in for a sell, I can target. This low will actually give you one-to-one. So that's safe trading. Okay, but you can actually target the previous day. It's not really quite a good. So this is the previous day. So yeah, but Asian can give you that. That's one way you can treat this trade. That would be my German 30. Any questions so far? Before I say the last thing I want to say, which is going to be very valuable, a reason to know or a direction to go. Any question? Retest 50% level on fee. All right. Any question? Question answered. All right. Any other question? How many of you got value? Even if you do not have deep understanding, but you got value for direction. How many of you didn't get value? All right. It says, so the retest and then continuation down has a rebreak. What's that? S&P 500. S&P 500 is doing something. You see why I learned S&P 500? What are you doing? Okay, S&P 500 is breaking. Okay, you're breaking in the direction I don't like too much. Okay, so I said oh, this guy is breaking and he's breaking. That's what they tend to break. Why you're a thief? Sometimes they break so far. If it breaks so far more than this line, it's not too good. Because why? It's already getting close to TP. And it's very intoxicating. So in 3 minutes, let's see how it breaks. S&P 500. Let's see. If it breaks here, it's gonna be tough. Well, you can just take what we get. All right. You can just take you can just do your one-to-one, but if it gets to this area, you exit 80% of your move. That's another way you can treat the trade. So Let's see. We're having a trade in the next 3 minutes. Before I say what I want to say, okay, now another way to understand a break or structure is a candle. If the candle's wick upside is longer than the body, that is not a bullish candle. That is a bearish candle. You always have to trade a bull. So let's say this candle wicks back down into this area. Now, it's not more a bullish candle. It's a bearish candle. It means this is not the candle to trade. The candle to trade is always the one that breaks above as a bullish candle. That's another thing I found out. All right. Like this candle right now. What candle is this, fam? Sell or a buy candle? Let me know in the chat. Is this a sell candle? Or where's the candle I thought? Yeah, okay, yeah. Is this a sell candle or a buy candle? Hmm? It's with the body. Mm-hmm. He say buy. Buy is this is where is it? This is a buy candle. The moment the wick bottom is bigger than the body or is longer than the body, it's a buy candle. Always know that. This is a buy candle. Okay. This candle is a buy candle. This is a set. Hold on. Okay, this is fully a buy candle. Okay. So you always have to understand candle appearance. If the wick up is longer than the body, that's a sell candle. Okay, so it's the same thing. This is close. This guy is closing. The closing is a little tough. Let me see. Let me just see if I will toothpick you in. Toothpick. All right. So apparently it's going to get there. But the closing is an aggressive one. I think too much. Okay. I just want to play with this guy. S&P 500. Where is you? Is it S&P 500? Okay, S&P 500. All right. I mean, it may retrace back, but it is what it is. Yeah, so where am I using? I'm using this. And I'm using this. So that's a market execution we have for today. Okay. Candle formation. All right, beautiful. You guys got that right. So that's our trade. It closed a little high. Wherever I did right now, it's a good one. It closed as a bullish candle. So I'm in. This is my risk, and my reward is somewhere around 1-to-1. It has to be 1-to-1. So when you take it, and don't also consider spread. The spread on S&P 500 is a little wider compared to other pairs. So yeah. So mine is somewhere around here where I took it. Somewhere around here is my exit plan. So let's see if it get, but you want to be out here. So when it gets here, let me put an alarm here. If it gets here, take at least 70-80% of your trade out. Okay. So there is no question, right? So we got our first trade. Now, if he decides to sell, the reason I'm using this as my risk point so that I can sell, I could be open for the sell. I don't have to give myself too much because the moment it breaks here right now, it has activated for what? The sell side, and it breaks below here, sell side. So just so I don't get into a decision frenzy. Kenry, what did you want to say? Can we move into the last part of the call? So this is what I wanted to say before we get out. Ah, yeah. Trading is a distraction. I'm a little distracted. I know I wanted to say something, but I'm distracted a bit. Let me find myself. Okay. The reason. What's your inspiration in trading? When you're trying to learn, your inspiration reduces. How many of you know that? Not trying. When you engage in learning, your inspiration reduces. Your motivation draws down, dwindles down. Okay. When you come in here and you hear some of the beautiful things people show you result, oh, God, I want to be this powerful. You feel like a superhero. The moment you get into your first phase of practice, your inspiration is lost. Motivation is in your cold room, in your fridge, blocked. But you need your motivation and your inspiration, okay, to drive your intention. So, Kenry, how do you stay motivated in the midst of these losses, confusion, in the midst of these fears, trauma, losses? How do you stay inspired? Who can tell me? How many of you need you know you need motivation? Because now the euphoria that got you in, you're not feeling it right now. Some of you feel like quitting. Some of you tired. Some of you show up on my session just to get encouragement. Some of you are lying down, you don't even have a trading account, but you show up because you want to be encouraged back. Okay. So, is it true that you need inspiration and motivation to keep you driving? Is it true? Because that is what got you started in the first place. So you need it to continue. Am I correct? So when you don't have it, what do you do? I mean, if you think this is an interesting question. So this is a discussion now. So before I tell you, I want to first learn from you. Because many of you don't know. You're just in a journey and you don't even know what you need. But you have these needs, but you don't know how to solve them. Okay, Mr. Guy, say, look at why you started. There is no amount of looking back at what started you that can give you the same inspiration that started you. You know that, right? You can't go back to your goals and you look at your goals and get the same inspiration as to why you wrote those goals. Because many of you were programmed to even have the goals you have right now. True or true? Many of you want to ride a Lamborghini. The reason you want to ride a Lamborghini is because you see how someone drove it and it made sense. Not because you need to ride a Lamborghini. So that person inspired you to want to have a Lamborghini. The actions to have a Lamborghini is a totally different thing. So what do you do? So I'm just trying to learn from you guys. Because every one of you here right now, you need inspiration and motivation. So if you do not know how to get it, all right, I think maybe a clue, I'll give you a clue and somehow can help. Sometimes even the whys seem not to work. Remember why you started in the first place. Something stopped working for me. I'm trying to learn from you. If you're not sharing, you're not allowing Cambridge to learn. And you may not really allow me to say it the way I want to say it. Okay. So, okay, let me just, so it's a discussion. It's not a training. It's a discussion. Cambridge, I'm not going to train you on something that works for, I'm not going to train because if I'm trying to train you, I'm telling you this will work for you. Okay. But I'm discussing because this is what works for me. Does that make sense? All right. So maybe if you apply it will help you. there has to be a motivation. You have to trick your motivation in trading. So I will go back. That's why I said I'm not going to train anybody. It's not a training. If it's a training, I'm telling you it's going to work. This is not a template. This is me going back. So I've studied myself. This is why mentorship is good. I've studied myself. So if I was able to get to the level, it means I was motivated through. There was a time I wasn't trading for 9 months, 9 whole months, because I lost a lot of money. That has not happened to a lot of you. But what kept me motivated, even in the midst of tears? What kept me inspired, even in the midst of losses? Isn't that interesting to know or to understand, even if it's not knowledge? So when I came into I Am Academy in 2018, I had a goal. And the goal was to help 1,000 individuals know how to simply earn $10. So that was my goal. Now, in the midst of the goal, I created achievement goals, which is trading goals, learning goals, growth goals. Okay. My growth goal is tied to helping individuals. My learning goals tied to me. Okay. My earning goals is tied to me. When my earning and learning goals, so my learning goals was growing, but my earning goals was disrupted. Now, my learning goals does not inspire me when my earning goals is not working. How many of you know that? Your learning goals are tied to your earning goals. If the earning is not doing well, forget all your learning. It's not even a burden. So your learning goals will never inspire you, but your earning goals will. But if your earning goals is not working, what inspires you? A reason bigger than earning was my growth goal. There was a time, I'll tell you guys this story. I don't think I've told anyone before. Here, there was a time I cried to my pastor. Not cried anyway, but I took my problem to my pastor because I was heavily burdened. And I always do that when things get out of control. I just want to have a meeting, a mentorship, spiritual meeting with my father in the spirit. And I told him what was happening to my finances, to my business, and I was trapped in a frenzy. I didn't know what to do, but I just wanted to share with someone. I know it was the only one in place that I could share physically. And whilst I wanted to complain to him, the Holy Spirit shut me up. This happened in split seconds. He said, "Are you growing?" He said, "Are you growing?" I said, "Yes, I am growing." He said, "What put you in the situation you are in right now?" I said, "Disobedience." Disobedience cost me my earning goal. So what was the disobedience? Now, some of you may not be. I'm dealing with you based on what happened to me. That's why I said it's a discussion. So when I got into this environment, one thing I was clearly instructed by the Spirit is not to do portfolio. All right. Portfolio managing. That's what a lot of students come in, they do. So I was clearly instructed not to do it by the Spirit of God. It was not my time. But because of the law, see, the devil is so, should I say the devil? Sometimes we just victimize the devil too much. Well, everything is attributed. Anything that is not of God is attributed to the devil anyway. So because of the heart I have towards people, there was a situation where one of my students, a very good close friend, borrowed money to come into trading. And I knew that if she used the money to trade, I was already doing well in trading. I was doing well, making money in trading. I know if she used the money to start, just like many people, she was going to lose the money. And she already told me she borrowed it. And I said, okay, let me help her. For the purpose of helping her, I got into portfolio. it was not portfolio, but I had to. So in me, I was thinking I was helping her. So what was the plan? Okay, she was going to come in and learn, but while she's learning, before I would give the money to her, I would help her manage because the money is already accruing, well, payment. Was that a good thing? Was that a good heart of me to do, right? It was a good thing, right? I didn't want her to lose the money because I knew she was going to lose the money. So I wanted to help her because I was profitable anyway. So let me just help her. I didn't need the money for me, but I just wanted to help her so that when I had given her what she needs, I was going to. I didn't even know the things I know now. So I thought, okay, if she knows what I know, she can do what I'm doing. So that was I wanted her to know so that I can help her, give her the money, then she can start. Man, can't really. So that one happened. Another of my friend in Port Harcourt happened as well. So I just, okay, when I allowed that one, the other one, I said, okay, I can still allow that one. Some monies came in. A couple of weeks later, Kendry went into something else he wasn't prepared for. There's a difference between managing your progress and your growth and managing other people's expectation. Now I don't need to fail these people. Come on, something is not happening in my trading that I never understood before. All right. My buys were not looking like buys now. They're looking like emotional trading. I got into emotional trading, and the biggest one of them all was I went into a dump of emotions when my wife was sick. All right. And I was imbalanced. I took trades that I wasn't supposed to take. Come on. I got slapped. 2 weeks later, I lost millions. I didn't lose because I didn't know how to trade. I lost because I got into something I wasn't prepared for, which most of you do. True or true? Does this story sound familiar to some of you if you look at your personal life or trading? All right. Some of you lose money simply because you get into something that was your expectation wasn't prepared for. Okay. It may not be as the same template with mine, but it happens to everybody in trading. You think if I know this thing, I can do this, and you go borrow money, you go get money, just fund an account, and guess what? It's not the same. All right. So when that happened, I lost it. I lost a lot. In fact, the more I funded, the more I lost. 3 months later, I was still losing. I was losing like it not happened that I knew how to lose. For every trade out, then it's way to me calm down. This is where I actually learned trading psychology. My experiences taught me. I pray it doesn't teach you, many of you, because you can't handle it. So I had to step back in trading. Now, you guys tell me, what will make you not trade for 9 months? This is not simply because I didn't have the money to trade, but I was not psychologically ready to place trades. What will make you continue this for a period of 9 months? I kid you not. 9 months I wasn't trading, but I was in the business. What do you think kept me going? So while I was trying to have this conversation, so coming back, he said, what made you get into it? He said, I made a mistake. I disobeyed. He said, so even in the midst of your disobedience, are you growing? I said, yes, I am growing. So what was my growth? I had people leveraging my education that were making money, that were learning, that were becoming independent. I come to the office every day, people are fired up, they are coming, team is growing. The vision that I started was growing, but the individual who started the vision was breaking. They didn't know I was breaking, so I was growing. Because of growth, I couldn't stop. Do you know why many of you stop along the way? Your goal is tied to you, and if it's tied to you, you are in a big run. Okay. Sometimes, some of you say, okay, I'll cry. There was tears in my game. There are times I get home, I'll cry. You know why I'll cry? Not a cry of lack, but it doesn't working. Because at some point, it's a motivation to you right now, but when you are in it, it's not motivation, it's reality. There are times there was a day one of my students came, in a couple of them, they flipped some account. Then now I don't admire when students make some money now the way I used to. Yeah. But it was new. Imagine someone turning a $300 account to $9,000 account. That's game. That's another game. Came, took everybody out, me out. And the whole team went to celebrate, did 12,000, you know. When I go home, I shed tears. People are doing what I am teaching them and they are making money. I mean, I don't even have a trading account. It hot deeps, right? Even thinking about it, I feel like crying. Because I know what I was feeling then. I felt like quitting, and the only reason I didn't want to quit was because of these individuals winning. That was my motivation. That was the only thing that kept me motivated. And for every leader that I followed, their stories are like the seed you plant on the ground connects deep. The only thing that is for you is the fruit. But what will keep the fruit coming is the depth of the seed. When you plant, it's not for you. You can only benefit when it grows. You have to get into a journey of planting. So when it's either you're in a journey of plucking fruit or you're in a journey of planting, your goals and your vision of life is not connected to you. Growth is connected to other people. What is going to motivate you when things are bad is not what you're getting for yourself, it's what people are getting from you. You can never quit on something another person is benefiting from you. And guess what? Many of you will quit when someone does not benefit from you. I promise you, you will quit. Your personal motivation doesn't matter how long. I don't think any of you can do 9 months without trading. What are you here for? What are you learning? What are you going to learn? If you do 9 months without getting results, some of you can't do 9 months without getting a year, you can't. You'd already be in your journey of self-doubt. Okay. But I shared this to tell you that have 3 goals. It will help you. Your learning goals, your earning goals, and your growth goals. If you've been in a community, see, we're in a community business, people's business. If the reason you're learning how to trade is to make money and help people, you're not doing it right. Okay. You need to learn how to help people aside from you, because life is not all about you. Do you know why I show up? This thing is free right now. Do you know why I show up to do what I am doing, even if it's free? Because you are getting value. For every time I go on the chat and some of you type what you've done, my life is not wasted because every day I invest in someone. I've gotten this thing already. It's a decision every day to add value to another person. The moment I get a confirmation that someone is getting value because of what I know, that's a motivation that price money cannot buy. And I can keep going. So I've done this and it's blessing me. It's gotten me where I am today. I wouldn't be here because if I didn't apply my growth goal. So if you are growing, your finances will grow. Your learning will grow. See, your learning will grow and your finances will grow if you are growing. So despite the fact that I had traumatic earning and learning, it grew eventually because my growth goal, okay? I was growing. I was growing. So are you growing? Some of you, I said this to tell you, not because this is what you should do, but it applies to the principle of life. You help people get more of what it is they want, you're going to get more of what you want in life. Ask yourself this question. In this 2026 right now, what's your growth goal? All right. So many of you set a goal to learn, to earn. You have earning goals, you have learning goals. But how many of you have growth goals? And don't think growth has to, you're not growing because you're earning money. You're not growing because you have knowledge. You grow by impact. Practical in every business, every structure, every foundation. All right. You don't grow because of how much you earn. Okay. Now, money can make you grow. Okay. But growth can help you make money. So many of you don't have money right now, but you have the ability to grow. Every day you step into this environment, do you get value? Very cheap question. Do you guys get value? How many of you get value? Yeah, 21 of you on this group right now. Did you guys get value in today's session? Is the value, if you have to put a price to the value, as cheap, what would be the cheapest? If you have to price, based on your personality, if you have to put a price to the value you got, how much would it be? Let me say it in this way. What would be the amount you would pay? You never regret that you paid for the value you got here right now. If you guys had paid, let's say $20 for just this session, would you have regretted it? Would you say I got the value for $20 for this session? Would you have said this is worth $20? Irrespective of whoever you are, whether you are in the lack of money raised or too much of money raised, with $20. Hmm? Okay, good. So what has transpired right now? You guys got value, okay, of let's just say $20 each, but you never paid for it. That is the value I'm giving to you. If you guys put a price to it, that is what I've paid you guys this morning. And the laws of principles laid out by God says the value you give other people is going to be multiplied and given back to you. It's a principle of success. So if this was $1,000 and I just gave you a free pass, that's $1,000. Now imagine, aside you people on this session right now, there are going to be thousands of people who are going to get this value because it's recorded. Now people step in, they wake up, they bump into this value and they experience it, and it makes a mark in their decision making and knowledge. And somehow they become better person today because I showed up. There is money attached to everything. It doesn't just show in currency, fiat, but there's value. Value is money. So I give this value. Now you received it. You didn't pay, but it was valuable, right? By the laws of business and transaction, you guys all have this value to offer to somebody. For every time you show up alone, you're not growing. That's the truth. It means you don't have a growth goal. Because just imagine I tell you right now, find me 1,000 people that I can give $20. And you will keep receiving $1,000. Would you go do that? Would you get 1,000 people? Would you learn the skill of getting 1,000 people? Would you go all out to get 1,000 people if you know you're going to receive $1,000 to do that? So when it is an earning goal, you would be inspired. But if it is a growth goal, you are not inspired. You have to check yourself. That's the truth. So if I have to say I'll give you $1,000 right now, go get 20 individuals or 50 individuals that I can give $1,000. Okay, you will do it because I would give you $1,000. But guess what? I have given you $1,000. I've given you whatever price you guys put. I've given it to you. All right. But for you to grow, you have to go get 20, 30, 40. Can you do? Many people don't understand the compound effect of value. Okay. Many of you, you're here today because someone paid the price of inviting you. Right? And now you are in your personal journey of growth. Somewhere around 2 years, 3 years from now, you're gonna be a multi-millionaire because someone paid and invested in you. And you're not doing that to another person. Imagine if you learn the skill of doing that every day, knowing that it's going to compound to 1,000 success over the next 5 years. Do you think you're ever going to be poor? Your growth goal cannot allow you to be poor. Okay. So let me inspire you to get this inspiration. The only thing that can give you an inspiration in the times of tumults, trauma, losses is your growth goal. Nothing can take that away. All right. Beautiful. So I like this. What did you guys learn in my story? You guys can share that in the group. Share what you got in this whole discussion. I like it when I get feedback. Okay. Big Flex says, I have learned something very impressive from your story, sir. And I will incorporate it in my life, being in a position where those you brought on are doing better. We both make you proud and bring confidence in yourself to be doubtful, but by God's grace, your effort and hard work, you got past that emotion. I like that. My maximum break in trading is a month, and I was feeling bad during the whole time. This story changed something in me right now. Beautiful. Is I made a prayer middle last and saying I need a net worth of $1 million by the end of last year. That I don't necessarily need in cash, but in asset. This speech just reminded me of it. Wow, beautiful. So you guys share your insights, share your thoughts. Okay, I always like that when I go back and I read what you guys are experiencing. It motivates me to always show up because that is how I'm going to know you guys are growing. All right. I just pray these guys just deliver us what we want. Okay. Ah, Big Flesh, you want to kill me with motivation in the chat. You're not the one motivating me. Okay. Fact is that you have acknowledged from the beginning that there are ups and downs and consistencies and things that are separate. Most of that's when individuals from those that fail. Wow. It's like you had all these things in you before the story just, is it that the story just brought all these things out, or you wanted, I would have given you an opportunity to educate us now. This is deep. Let me give you the mic. I believe you want to speak something to us right now. What do you think, Big Flex? Why don't you just unmute yourself and share what your heart, because I believe your heart is full of some. Okay, next time. All right. But as a newbie here, yeah, story is more exposing me to the possibility I might face. Yeah, you get into some. One of the things that I think has never really happened in the mainstream of trading is people don't really tell you the truth about the process. Okay. People don't really tell you the truth about the process and the things you can experience. They just tell you about what you can get. Am I correct? But the things I'm doing right now makes it neutral. It's a neutral ground for a fair playing ground for anybody that wants to be successful, to be exposed to the truth in hardness, in reality, and in blissfulness. Okay. And I will round up by giving you guys this idea. Imagine what your income is right now and multiply its possibility times 100 over the next 2 years. Imagine if you're earning $100 in a month, 100 times 100 is how much? Hmm? How much is that? Is it 10,000? Is it 10,000? It's 10,000, right? Okay. So if you're doing 10,000 in a month, over the next 2 years, would you appreciate it? That is the possibility of the income if you can go through the process. It's how buy G-Wagon. Okay. That's the possibility if you're willing to go through the process. So Why should I only teach you how to get 10,000 and I'm not showing you how you could lose the $100 you came in with? Am I being a true coach? If I'm only showing you how you can get to 10,000, knowing that you might lose your 1,000, your 1,000, your $100 in the process if you do not understand the things you need to understand. So what this industry has been doing is they are telling you the possibilities, but not telling you the process, not showing you the process. They may speak the process, but I want to do more than speaking the process. I now see, guess what? This is a free opportunity to experience anything true. All right. So if there was money in it, then you guys probably would have need to doubt. Now, there's going to be money in the future, but I'm giving you a foundation to experience true decision. Okay. So if I tell you anything, you know that this is true. I have a lot to teach you right now, but I am not teaching you because I'm not interested in your excitement. I'm telling you why I'm not teaching you the things that I'm teaching you. Rather, I want to use the insight to show you so that you can get in and I can tell you what you know how to do. In time, I'm going to teach, but I want the heart who wants to learn to know that they need to learn this. Is that proper guidance? And that is to also tell you that if I teach you these things, you will be like me, who went through this trauma. You would engage yourself in the trauma. So I'm trying to avoid. Is that a good thing? I'm trying to help you avoid the things you're not being prepared for right now. Is that a good thing? That is what I call trading guidance, trading mentorship. It's more about focusing on what you need more than what you want. Am I making sense? All right. So guys, uh S&P 500, when you guys win or lose, please let us know. I think we're gonna get today's trade is moving fine. It's almost getting to that wall. I'm just trying to see the decision that I will make. It's almost okay, stay far away. Okay, it may go back a little. All right. But if it goes here, guys, exit at least 60, 70% when it gets here. All right. It's not far away from entry though. So, but it's made a great move. That is the only thing that happened. Gold is still in its frenzy. German 30 is still in its chaos. I know I didn't look at currency pair today, but they are all in a chaos. So guys, I'll see you guys when next I see you guys. Probably we're gonna have a session tomorrow. I'm gonna let you guys know, but have a beautiful day ahead. Share with people, share your thoughts and ideas in the main groups. Other people get inspired. Always share your thoughts and ideas of what you got in the sessions and what you're willing to do with this thought. Always share. It helps me, it helps other people. All right. And make sure you are inviting other people to get this $1,000 value, $20 value, $10 value. Offer them because it is you offering them, not me. Okay, that's leverage of partnership. All right. Wow, big flex drop another one. Thank you, big flex.